Everybody, welcome back to Slasher Media, the YouTube channel where we talk horror and nothing but horror. How is everybody doing? Hope it's doing well. And today, guys, I'm going to be doing another movie review for you. And today, I'm going to be reviewing Saw 4. This movie is directed by Darren Lynn Bousman and was released on the 26th of October 2007 in both the US and the UK. So, without further ado, let's get in to the movie review. When the movie begins, we are open to the autopsy of John Kramer, as always played by Tobin Bell. Then we meet Detective Hoffman, played by Costas Mandylor. They find the tape in the same tape that John swallowed in the movie before this one, as Hoffman plays the tape.
I promise that my work will continue. You think it's over just because I'm dead? It's not over. The game.
Next, we have a scene of two men in the Jigsaw game. This game is known as See No Evil, Speak No Evil. The game ends in the death of one of the men. After this, we are met with the police force breaking into an area. Here we meet Rig, played by Lyric Bent, along with Hoffman, as they use a controlled robot camera to look around. When they see the body of Kerry, Rig does something he knows he shouldn't, but does it anyway.
I said no! Kerry! Stop it! Not go through that door!
Hoffman talks to Rig about how do they do their job. To Rig, it's their job to save them, as Hoffman mentions on the writing on the wall saying, "Cherish your life." Moment after, we introduce to these two FBI agents, Agent Perez and her partner, Agent Strom. They have both brought onto the task force looking into the Jigsaw killings, as Hoffman and Rig are known as the last two people alive on the case that they know of. Later at Rig's home, his wife is packing to go look after her mother for a few days. She leaves. As time passes, Rig is looking around his home when he is attacked and knocked out. When he wakes up in a bathtub, as he walks out, he is greeted by a tape by Jigsaw. He finds a woman inside a trap. The aim of these games is to stop Rig from saving everyone. So Jigsaw, on this tape, tells Rig not to save the woman. But what does he do? After he saves her, she grabs a knife and tries to kill Rig. After this, we end up in a room that looks to be abandoned. Inside, we see Hoffman tied and gagged to a chair, but along with him, standing on an ice block and chained up, is returning character Eric Matthews, again played by Donnie Wahlberg. After some scenes with Jill Tuck, but in this same room, a man walks in and he locks the door that arms the traps. Eric and Hoffman are tied in. Back with Rig, he walks into a hotel. As he walks upstairs to a room, he learns that the hotel's owner is not a very nice guy, as Rig's challenge is to put this man in his own trap and leave him to play. Back with Eric and Hoffman, Eric tries to end this by letting him go, but when the man pulls him back onto the ice block, where we learn that Eric does that, he also kills Hoffman. As we find out, the man is named Art, played by Luis Ferrara, who was the guy who survived the See No Evil, Speak No Evil trap from earlier in the movie. We also learn in a flashback that he was the lawyer to let a teacher go for abusing his daughter, that Rig was investigating, which we saw Rig punch the teacher. As the FBI agents were interviewing Jill, we get flashbacks in which we learn Art was also Jill's and John's lawyer. This around the time John and Jill had separated after losing their child. In another flashback, we learn that John put the man responsible for his child's death into a trap. Rig shows up to the building, which at the same time does Agent Strom, who both of them make their way through the building. At the timer in the room with Eric and Hoffman and Art has seconds left. Strom enters a room that is familiar as he runs into Jeff. Yes, this movie has been taking place at the same time as the movie before it. Strom enters just after Jeff has killed John, but Strom kills Jeff. Back with Eric and Rig, their event happens when Rig enters the room as the timer is almost up. Rig learns nothing from his games as Art is shot by Rig, which ends up in Eric's death, and Art's, which...
What I don't understand is, how the hell could Jigsaw do all of this? He was damn
Yes, Hoffman is revealed to be the other follower of John's. Hoffman shows up where Strom is and closes the door on him. As he leaves, we are taken back to where he listens to the tape from John, as we are now all caught up. Hoffman now is the new Jigsaw. Saw 4 is definitely a movie that is a little all over the place. For this review, I had to compile scenes that happened at the same time and just tell that part of the story and then go back and tell the other parts of the other person's part. So, like what I did with Eric and all them, I told Hoffman's story and then I told Strom's and all that, you know what I mean. So that's what I did. The movie is very well done. Rig is definitely a person who is a dumb character. He wants to save everybody. His entire game is about that, is about saving people. He doesn't learn his lesson at all. This movie, obviously, being the movie where it takes place during the movie before it, is very cool. The timeline is weird in the Saw franchise, we all know this. But overall, I'm going to give the movie at least a 7.5 out of 10 because I think it's well made. But yeah, I hope everybody did enjoy today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm still getting used to doing this way of doing my movie reviews, so bear with me still. I am looking into getting a teleprompter from Elgato. I'm thinking about getting the teleprompter and the webcam from Elgato so that I can record, and obviously the teleprompter will have the script, and I'll be also looking into the camera and stuff like that. So I hope you did enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you all in the next one. Remember, keep on slashing, keep watching horror, and we'll see you horror fans later. Bye for now.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Have you checked the children?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?